Everyone, thanks for your time a little bit earlier. I'm going to walk you through how to register or sign into your Fixify account. This is the Lite version. As you can see, we have got a couple of login details over here. For now, I am just going to use the Matthew Fixify email. You will not have to use biometric access just yet. We will give you your password so you can sign in this way. And once signed in, you simply click on the button, sign in, and it will take you to your dashboard that looks like this. The dashboard at the top, as mentioned, is ready and set up for you to go. You won't have any jobs come through just yet until such a time that you create a new job. But from left to right, just so you can see what's happening, property jobs and service providers are your two tabs that you will play with. These tabs at the top of the screen are inactive, meaning they don't click or anything. If you want to navigate around your dashboard, you simply hit this button on the right-hand side that looks like a filter, or it is a filter, and that will allow you to see how many of your completed jobs are there, how many of your active jobs and rejected jobs. We're going to go to active jobs for now. You can filter via which property manager or portfolio agent is involved. We can look at everyone for now. And of course, if you operate in various provinces, you have different provinces you can look at as well. Simply update that filter and it will take you through to the selection that you had. It takes a quick second to do so. Right now, we are now looking at our property jobs and we're looking at all of our active jobs. There are two of them. Here we can see the two. If you notice that there haven't been changes after a certain period, feel free to click the refresh your jobs button over there. That will just get the little gremlins moving in the background to make sure that the latest and greatest is displayed in front of you. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a pink dot when there are new activities on the job card or within the jobs themselves. If you hover over that, you can see there's a little box that says there are unseen changes on this job card. Click to review. You don't have to click on the actual pink dot. You can click anywhere on this row and it will open up for you. Date, complex name, street address, if an assigned agent has been there, and what status of the job in progress it is in. To create a new job, you can click the Create New Job on the top right-hand side, or to search for an existing job, you simply take in the job number by simply putting JN-say 0070 and you'll find the specific job number you are after. Cancel that and you get your view back together. You click on the job card to open up the job. And as you would have seen through the demonstration, it'll just take a second for it to load up again. But everything within this page over here is editable. All of these little edit icons on the right-hand side allow you to change details if you need to change details because of a typo, because something might have been misplaced. If you want to change the category because you realize through the photos that it's not that category, it might be something else, you can adjust it as need be. You can also see who the tenant or the creator is at the top right-hand side. And if you need to export this job card to send it over to the owner, you simply click the little square with the arrow. There we go. You can see that little square come through. Oh, I've disappeared through my video. I'm sure you'll find me again in a second. If you want to assign an agent, as we mentioned, right-hand side will allow you to do that. Click the little edit button, select an option, choose your agent, assign that person. The machine will move in the background, and that agent will now have access to this job card, and you can see so via the property jobs tab on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, you'll be able to see that person is right back in there, which is great. There's been the latest activity that's included, so the little pink dot has disappeared, and now we're at a stage where we can progress the job further. If you want to send the request out, the create form, submit to the job form out to your creators, you can click this sort of dash box over here, or if you want to create the request on their behalf, you can do the same thing by simply pressing on this button. There we go, my page is back. I simply press on that button, that form will open up for you, very similar to the job form. It'll take a second just to recognize where exactly we are. I've used my agency logo, which is CrossFit in the background, and we can populate everything that we need to in the background over here by simply going through these details. And remind you, as a reminder, this form is also something that is the same form that the creator will receive on their side should you send it out. We're going to quickly wrap this up over here. I need general maintenance test, and they can upload photos or files from that point. Once they've submitted it, you will see the request come through on your dashboard, and we'll progress it from there. Give it a quick second. we go. Going back to our dashboard, we're going to refresh it, and you'll see, there we go. There's that pink dot with the new job request that has come through. Fantastic. If you wanted to send it out to the creator for a different reason, say because the creator doesn't have access to their phone at this point in time, you can click the create new job button again. Take the URL at the top of the screen by simply clicking on the little tab. You can right mouse copy it or command C it, and that will copy it again. And then you can paste it in WhatsApp or in an email, and that person will get this exact same link. Wonderful. Going back to the job card itself, if you want to add any job notes, these are internal notes for the agents or team members, staff members to be able to review the job card. If someone happens to get sick or take leave, you can always revisit the job card and see what notes have been left for the person coming to view it, who it was left by, the time of that note, and what that note is. If you need support from us at the office, back-end support, you can always go job support. You can type in whatever the request might be. Hello, I need help. If you want to stay on the job card and not pick up your phone to call us or email us, we receive these job support tickets immediately, so we can jump to it and make sure that we are there to assist you. As we respond, you will see this come up as a certain chat. So it will say Fixify responded, and you can reply by simply typing in your message and clicking the reply button. We obviously have integrated with WhatsApp with our service providers as well as our creators. As those messages get delivered to service providers and creators, you'll see the WhatsApp logs come down the right-hand side. When a service provider has read that message, or when a creator has read that message, it will also say delivered and read. So you can actually tell when messages are going through, which is quite a nice feature. We're all happy with this job card at this point in time. I am going ahead to accept the request. Just press that up, and the job will acknowledge its acceptance. Job card will acknowledge its acceptance. If you don't mind giving it a second, there we go. I now have the opportunity to assign a service provider. Before assigning a service provider, I might want to assign my agent again. This is a new job request to make sure that the agent responsible has eyes and visibility on what's happening on this property. There we go. It'll come through in a second. Chris's name is right there. Assigning a service provider. We have two options in which to do so. We can auto distribute, meaning send this job request out to as many service providers we have that are verified in the general maintenance category, and we can send it up to 3 people. These are for the instances where you want 3 quotes, or you need 3 people to review, and 1, 2, or 3, mind you, and we'll go to all of the guys and girls that are registered as general maintenance service providers in your portfolio. If you'd want, and you just simply click the distribute job, if you'd want to assign it to your favorite service provider because you know that they know the complex or the property, or that they know the location, you simply go to manual assign, and we would have preloaded a list of service providers for you already. You can find them in the drop down by simply clicking on the search and find it there, or alternatively, you can obviously search for that person and send it there. If you want, because you have more than 2 providers that you want to send it to, or you have just more than one, you go add service provider, and you can select 2 people to manually assign to. Once you're comfortable, I'm just going to remove my second one for now. Once you're comfortable, you simply assign the job, and that service provider will receive a WhatsApp saying, "Hi, Sia Khaleesi, we have a new job for you," and I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Your job card will update, your dashboard will update, and all of the communication in this point will have been automatically distributed to the relevant parties. WhatsApp will look as such. You open up your Fixify. This is the email that the WhatsApp message they will get. This service provider will see, "Hi, Sia Khaleesi, congratulations, you've been assigned to a new job." Click on the manage job button with the job number, the address, to see what this request is about. Once they have done this is the service provider's point of view. It will open up on their phone. This is mobile responsive, so it makes it very easy for them to use on the go. It requires low data, it requires low energy, and they will be able to see the client's name or the creator's name, their phone number, where their address is, what kind of job it is, and get in touch with that person should they need to, if they have to. There are some automated features that are relevant. There are some that are not. Nothing quite beats a phone call. This phone call can go through to the client to make sure that they have everything that they need. Once on site, they can upload anything that they potentially need. Let's have a look over here. There's an example. And they can mark this as a quote or an invoice. Let's upload a quote because they've already visited the site and now they've got this sorted. If I go back and they need to upload photos, they can also upload a photo without selecting any of the options as a quote or an invoice. They simply upload the documents on their phone and it will come through to your job card that you'll see in a second. Your job card over here, you can still see that Sia Khaleesi was the person responsible. If for whatever reason Sia has a flat tire or falls sick, you can always change the distribution method, meaning by simply clicking on this orange button, it will give you the option to assign a new service provider so that the job doesn't remain stagnant or doesn't get stuck. We are going to go back to our job and you will see the status update through the progress tab in a second. Everything in the background has been automated. So once any documents or any photos have been uploaded, we'll be able to tell and see exactly what is happening. So here we go, provider assigned. I'm going to refresh this just to see if there's anything new on my end that has come through. There it is, my pink dot, documents uploaded. I select that, I open up the job card, and what I'll see once more is the document that was here. Should I click on it? It'll open up on my end in a different tab. It'll take a second to do so. There it is, and I can see the images that the service provider might have uploaded. Fantastic. This is all looking fairly good. On the top right-hand side, what you will notice is the complete job button. You will only select this if you are happy with the way and the quality of the workmanship that is being provided. The job, once completed, will signify that it has been successful, and you will be able to progress the job from there. As a service provider, if I need a quote once more, then you can see the photo was uploaded. Apologies, I'm going to go back now and upload one more thing, which would be my actual quote. I'm going to mark this quote. I'm going to upload that document now because the service provider has gone back on site and they have now been able to assess the job fairly. We'll wait for that to load in a quick second. And it will come through to our job card as soon as that has been submitted. This is obviously dependent on the size of the report or the type of file that is being sent out by the service provider, which is why it takes a little bit longer. This particular quote might be a bit lengthy, or it might be in a specific format that the system needs to recognize and take some time. So that will go through. It is a bit quicker on the mobile device, and my Wi-Fi is a bit slow at the moment. Once that job comes through, as mentioned, you'll be able to see everything just here. This will act as a breadcrumb trail, so it's an activity log. You'll be able to see all of the activity that comes through from your service provider and from your creator. If the job images get uploaded, those will pull through once we get them through over here. There's that other the quote document that I mentioned. You can review it. If you click it open here once more, the service provider will be able to see it. There it is. Wonderful quote. Fantastic. You can download the quote. The service provider can download the quote on the right-hand side by clicking on this little arrow. I'm going to close that. We're going to go back to our site. We're going to refresh this page. And once refreshed, there we go. You'll be able to see a bit more activity come through in a second. As mentioned, there is the WhatsApp logs that was delivered, so you can tell that Sia had received his WhatsApp at this time and on this date. Your quote has here for you to receive and to see. By clicking on the service provider document, this little eye will open up that quote for you. So you can see what the service provider is quoting for. Should you need to download the quote and send it on to the landlord or the creator, the owner, because it's on their account, again, that little arrow on the right-hand side will allow you to do so. If you have the jurisdiction to approve quotes, you go to your little edit button over here and you can accept that quote. Should you reject it right now, the creator will get a notification in WhatsApp saying your quote has been rejected. The quote has been rejected by the service provider, and we would need to go through the process again. If it is accepted, the color will change, quickly and quite easily identifying jobs that have progressed through the funnel, but also making it nice and easy for the agents that are managing this job card or managing this request to be able to see what is in action and what is not. There we go, approved quote, and it is now nice and green. On the service provider side, we will see a WhatsApp notification come through saying, hello, Sia, congratulations, your quote has been accepted. Please review this job. And now they can upload their invoice once the job has been completed. Once more, they will go and can see approved quote is there. Their photos were initially there. We might ask for after photos as evidence that the job was done successfully. Choose file. We're going to upload one more time our invoice. I'm going to mark it as an invoice. I'm going to upload that. We'll give that a quick second for it to go through. Once this has gone through, you will notice the job card itself, the one that you were able to export. You can also export that job card at any time. Let's give it a second. It's almost done. Move this over. Okay, go to my property jobs. There we go. Photo document was uploaded. There's my activity. Let's go back into it so we can see what is going on. One last time, it will give us a chance to review all of the details. Should I need to export it, as I mentioned, at different stages of the job cycle, you can export it top right-hand side again and send it to the agent, or send it to another agent, or send it to the landlord or owner. You can view the invoice document on the right-hand side over here, and by completion of the job, you would set complete job. Once a job has been completed and marked off by you, the creator will receive a WhatsApp message saying that the job is done. You will also be able to maintain this job card on your end. Should you need to reactivate it, you can. But now the job card will come to a close and move over to the completed jobs category, where you can see the invoices always. To find the completed jobs once more, reminder, you go to the filter, you then go to completed jobs, you go update filter, and you'll be able to see chronologically in terms of jobs completed, not necessarily the job numbers, the job dates, but you'll be able to see the jobs completed just here, and you'll be able to find the invoices quite closely attached again to the job card. So it'll always be available for you to review and download. If there are any questions, we're very happy to walk through this in more detail in the new week. Please do not hesitate to reach out to the Fixify support team, customer service team, and we're looking forward to catching up again pretty soon. Thanks very much.